Hello and welcome to how to convert dates to ages in years in Excel. My name's Jeff. I'm glad you're here. Let's just jump right in. I recently received a question which is how to change a list of dates into a numerical age so I can group by age like 18 to 25 and 25 to 30. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this short video. Let's get started by heading to Excel. Exercise 1. All right, our objective is to compute the age in years between these birth dates and this as of date, whatever it may be. So the function we're going to use here is called YEARFRAC, and it basically computes the fractional portion of year or number of years between two dates. So the start date is this, comma, and then I named this as of, and then comma. Now there's different options here, so depending on what you're working on, you can explore these. In this case, we want to compute the actual year fraction, so we're going to close the function and hit enter. And what this does is it calculates the number of years and then the fractional part of a year between the two dates. Now we can't simply round the results here. So we can't just simply say this rounds to 12 because this person wouldn't turn 12 until January 1st. So what we really want to do is sort of just eliminate this fractional part, everything behind the decimal. So there's a couple of different ways to do that. In this video, we're going to use the TRUNC function, which is going to truncate. So we're going to truncate this, close function, enter. And now we've got the age in years. And if we didn't want to have these intermediate steps, we could certainly combine these functions. And we can do that by saying equals trunc. And what value do we want to truncate? Well, we need the YEARFRAC function to figure that out. So we want to point it to our start date of the birthday, comma, the as of date, and 1 for actual. Close the function, close the trunc function, and enter. And now we don't have those intermediate steps. We have one formula that will compute the result. So that's one option. Let's go to the next exercise to look at a different option. Exercise 2. Okay, in this exercise, we're going to look at another option. We're going to use the DATEDIF function. Now, the DATEDIF function is actually deprecated, so it's not really like documented in Excel. It doesn't pop up in the autocomplete, and that's because of some differences in the way it computes the difference in months. But in this case, we're computing the difference in years, so it's going to be pretty reliable. To use it, we go equals date, and you're going to notice it does not appear in this drop-down, so we actually have to finish typing it, and then open the paren, and the first argument is the start date, comma, the second argument is the end date, comma, the third argument is Y for years, enclosed in quotes. Enter. And this is another option for computing the age in years. And this formula provides the same results as the previous formula. Now let's go ahead and summarize these in the next exercise. Exercise 3. Now in this exercise, we want to count the number of rows in each of these groups. And we want to be able to define these groups manually so that we can use different size buckets, like from 0 to 5 and then 5 to 20, and then 20 to 100, okay? So we want it to be very flexible. So in this case, we're going to use the COUNTIFS function. And it looks like this, equals COUNTIFS. All right, we want to count the number of rows where the age, comma, is greater than or equal to our age, comma, and where the age column is less than or equal to our to age. And then we hit enter. And now we've counted the number of ages within each of these groups. So those are the functions that help us convert a date into an age in years, and then how to calculate the groups. Hopefully this helps. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Hey Excel user, if you ever need to create summary reports, check out my pivot table for beginners video. It starts at the beginning and shows how to store the data transactions in a table, and then how to summarize those transactions with a pivot table report. I hope it helps unlock the incredible power of pivot tables.
This video is a production of Excel University.